Maybach music.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
Bojo, Jerry,
This one your name 11:45. This certain man and the soul gonna hell. I was born to be free. Tell me how can the legal believe?
action.
That's about the mood.
So we
Don't be making tell them don't go.
do anything just for you.
Inside, kill them with you know. Just make a boy know you're not blow. Inside.
Everybody need somebody. Simsima, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls them sugar.
Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy?
Big up to the man that is
Maybach music.
that guy. You know what? I've never ever. I'm trying to set up the stream. I'm trying to do and accidentally hit the go live button. The stream was supposed to be at 6 o'clock Western time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. But fuck it, we're here. We're here. So big up to E-Ross. Yes, sir. Big up. Listen, there's a whole bunch of madness to get into. But yesterday's fixtures, for the second week in a row, right? For the second week in a row, Arsenal Football Club can be the only one of the big six to collect 3 points when everyone else drew or lost. The big blue shark circling the waters, yeah, has hit draws. Like they turned into a 3D glasses from the big blue shark. All of a sudden, the shark ain't looking sharky anymore, but you can't write the sharks off, especially before we play. Like we have to have enough wherewithal, enough self-awareness to know that until we play, until we get our 3 points in the bag, yesterday doesn't mean anything, right? The only way to make yesterday matter of consequence is to win, not to not lose because they drew and we drew. Then we're right back where we started. A 6-point lead with 51 points to play for is still not safe. That's what I was saying on Bruce Banana with Shane yesterday over and over again. I'm like, bro, it's not safe. So to make a 9-point lead, a 8-point lead, right? Because they gained a point yesterday. So an 8-point lead, build up actually works better for me. Yeah, but big up, man. Big up to man like E-Ross. Appreciate you checking in, my bro. Like I said, I didn't expect to hit the lamb like button so early. So big you up. I mean, the start button so early, but big you up. And big up to everyone who will catch this on the watchback because it's unusual streaming task for me. But big up. Big you up, man. But, you know, my predictions, big up to 11 of you locked in. Big up to the silent listeners. If you all can, hit the like button on the channel. Helps out a great deal. But my predictions were kind of off yesterday. Damn. You know, I had... I got that one. Not the correct result, but Bournemouth beating Tottenham, I had that. But I had Chelsea beating Fulham. I had this one down as a draw. And I had City winning at home. You know, I had Man United winning, took an L there. I had the Geordies pull that out. I had this as a draw. And Thigor just on his madness crazy. I had this as a 1-0 and they drew. But one thing I am not changing is my 3-1 prediction on all platforms. That a 3-1 is not a blowout. It's not a battering. It's a 3-1 game can be close. I think it was February of 2024 when Martinelli scored, Trossard scored, Saka scored. That was a 3-1, but it was a close game. Matter of fact, I think it was an own goal from Gabriel where the Liverpool goal came from, but it was still a close game. Been all around the spaces, and I'm hearing everyone saying that we're going to batter Liverpool. We're going to bounce them out of here. Nah, I'm not hearing that. I don't think we're going to batter Liverpool. We haven't battered these men since 2015 when Alexis Sanchez was here, right? And we were putting, 3 goals past these men at halftime? We're in 2026, folks. 2015 is a long time ago when we used to blitz Liverpool. I do expect us to win, but I don't expect us to batter them. The only surprise on today's match is if Liverpool win. If it's a draw, it's football. It can happen, right? Unlikely, because I expect us to win. But if Arsenal win this game, no one is surprised. We're expected to win this. A Liverpool result could only be the only surprising win. Big up the bench. Big up, man. Big up to E-Ross, man. Every single time. You know, that's what we do here, bro. What a great week of football, Arsenal. Please don't screw this up. If there is a it better not. Big up to Lynch. What you saying, my guy? Massive game today. Massive. All eyes on us. Right? Everyone else played. Now, the Premier League schedule makers they're glad that they made this fixture. But for a lone show under the lights, the current champs versus the presumptuous champs. And speaking of presumptuous champs, look who the hell is back in the chat. Oh God, like my damn soundboard is all over the place. I would have found the perfect soundboard for Boy 10, but I can't find it. There we go. We knew Boy 10 would circle back around once the sun, the moon, and the football gods all lined up for it looks like Arsenal might turn the corner. On the back of we haven't even played yet. How do we play Tuesday and go 9 points clear? And then what? City dropped points or gained a point only to cut it to 8 points clear while we picked up 3. I could understand, but we have to win tonight's game to make the great result, the great weekend of football that Lynn says. Great results. We have to make today count. Or then we're just like Tom, or we're just like Chelsea, or we're just like City dropping points at home to Brighton. Now, we all knew that Brighton could do something. I think Brighton beat them in the away fixture, away at the, where did Brighton play? The Emirates. And I think Haaland scored first in that game. And then Brighton actually go out, play football, and actually won that game 2-1. Huge game for LFC. They can change their season with the win. I expect a structured LFC today. They would like nothing more than to ruin our season. And you hear it in the saltiness. The saltiness in Sabazlai's interview. Now, I haven't heard the interview, but I've got the gist of what he's saying. You can't win the league where Arsenal are a long way off the league. You can't win the league in January. What are you all of a sudden on the Hungarian philosophy of what the fuck is obvious? Obviously. But we also do know you obviously can't win the league in January. But we obviously know you can lose it in October, like you did, your post-Siwolio. Yeah. You can't win the league in January, but you can damn sure lose it in October because that's what you did. Had a 5 points clear and turn that into a 1-0 deficit in 2 match weeks. So that's salty. All the seasonings in the damn draw, and you choose to be salty. Boy Ted said, "Nah, fam, I've been adamant for a while that City aren't going to last the distance. 3 draws on the spin after January. It's not vintage City." See, I hear that, Boy 10. I hear that now. But this is what we said would happen. Because when we lost that Villa and they cut the points to 2, we didn't see you here. And the chat here right now it's never hostile. The chat is never hostile to anyone. We keep it 100. We go at each other over here, but it's always respectful. Not in the end, but it's always respectful. So when we lost to Villa, they cut the points to 2 when they went to Crystal Palace and win. We didn't see you here. And I know you didn't disappear off YouTube, Boy, because I see you in the other spaces. But you weren't here saying this. For it to be respected, you have to be here when it gets tough. I can't hide. I have to stream every day. I have to face the music where we go on an 8-game winning streak and not concede shots or not concede any goals. And now we're the most informed team in the Prem, 5 on the bounce. Coincides with City dropping points. And all of a sudden, bam, you show back up. Say you've been adamant. Well, Keep it consistent because we said you would do this. And the witnesses are here. Wahaha, big up. We said, hey, let the league get back to 6. Let us hit a decent run of form. And boy, 10 will resurface. I'm positive I didn't ban anyone. I don't block anyone on the channel. Ever. But 3 draws on the spin after January is on City-esque. Fair play. But it is January, and they are checking Man City. And now they're looking at it like they got Semenyo, right? He's holding up a Man City shirt either today or tomorrow. I get it. Now, I hear a lot of crying about Man City's defense, right? I hear Man City talking about they don't have any defenders. But if you watch football across the spaces, not just Premier League, yesterday I was watching a Serie A game, catching the tick by tick play on my phone. And I look at the Inter lineup, and I see a Manchester City player in it. That defender, a center back that they say they are desperately in need of right now. We don't have any center backs. That's why we're going to lose the league. They almost sound like Chelsea, complaining about their center backs. But Manuel Akanji started for Inter Milan yesterday. Played 90 minutes for a Serie A club on loan while Man City are crying about they don't have any defenders. At the time when he went to Milan, it seemed like a good idea, but they were weakening their squad. And this is the same shit that I'm talking about with this Ethan deal. Ethan cannot leave Arsenal because he makes us weaker. Man City made themselves weaker by letting Akanji go to Inter in seeking the playing time. Yesterday they could have used them. Now it might seem like a good idea now that Ethan isn't getting minutes, but just use yesterday's example of how quickly football comes at you, where you had too many players, not enough minutes. Now you have no defenders and a whole shit ton of games to play. So it's a perfect example. So there's always some value in learning from other people's mistakes. It's always. I don't need to fuck things up. I can hey, this is what you did and it didn't work. I'm not going to try that. I'm not special. Matter of fact, I have bad luck. So in August, when it seems like you have too many players and you loan a player out to another league, another whatever, you loan them out, fast forward a couple months, it breaks down, you can't complain. Matter of fact, another example right here in the Premier League, not this season or the season before, I think it was 23-24. Chalobah was on loan to Crystal Palace from Chelsea. Halfway through the season, Chelsea realized that their center backs are shit, dog shit, so they recalled him from loan. Emergency recall, they recalled him from loan, and lo and behold, he is still one of their better center backs now. Big up to Brother Views with the raid. Love my bro. But that's what I'm saying. There are examples across the Premier League, across Europe, of teams in the moment think they're too big or think their squad are too big, then they weaken their squad, and then wonder why at the end of it, we don't have any players. Come on. But yesterday, look at yourselves, Man City. Don't look at Brighton. Don't look at anyone else. Look at yourself. You made your squad weaker when you loaned out your defenders. And he started and played a full 90 for Inter yesterday. While City and City fans, City Nation, complaining about center backs. Big up to Bro Views for the raid. Love my bro. I don't get what the fuss is with the Villa game it's about. The league is very hostile. It's notable that we are dropping the fewest games of all the teams. The games are being dropped everywhere. The big fuss about the Villa game is that we lost it. Because the narrative that's being ran in the fan base right now, Boy 10, is that we're correcting all the wrongs from last year. You see, St. James's Park, we lost it. We lost that game last year. This year, we made it right. Right? We lost that. We dropped points to Anfield the previous season. This year, we made it right. That's the narrative that's being ran. But the Villa one doesn't apply to that for some reason. Because last year, we won at Villa Park 2-0. So this year, when we dropped points there, when Man City won their game and they closed the points to 2 gap, of course there's going to be a fuss when you see a breakdown coming, a breakdown that we've seen quite a few times over and over again. That's what I don't get with the others. There are Arsenal fans who are pretending that the realistic fans or the quote-unquote negative fans have PTSD out of nowhere. Like it just came from nothing. Like we just made this up. Like, yeah, we know our team isn't good and we know we're ballers. Like, this comes from somewhere. You know, 115. Big up to my bro Views, the Don. Big him up every time. Big up to Yomi. Say, spank that like button, Raiders. Big up to Kwaja. Yeah, but this is what happens. Like across the spaces, from the catch up, from Martin to Daps, all of them are saying we don't have any center backs right now. We have Nathan Ake and Kusanov. I'm saying, brother, Manuel Akanji is still a Manchester City player. If you're that desperate for center backs, recall him the same way Chelsea recalled Chalaba. But essentially, this is what I'm using and this morning again on Sky Sports, I hear the Ethan thing to Bournemouth, and there's smoke there. There's way too much smoke there for that to be a fire. And the last thing you want to do is make your squad weaker going in to a title run-in. The transfer window is to make your damn squad stronger, not to make it weaker. Like, we've played our place in the loan department. We got 2 players out on loan. We got Zinni out, and we got Fabio Vieira on loan. Yeah, so we're playing our part. Yeah, we're on loan. So we don't need to loan Ethan anywhere and then complain about it. Fuck that. Yeah, man. Big up the Storm. Views raid, man. Views is the broski, you know. Big him up. So, Nia, what you saying about the Arsenal? It's been a minute. I welcomed him back. You know, I had to welcome him back. I didn't see him.
Welcome back. Oh, yeah, man. How you doing?
Welcome back, Morton. We welcomed him back. But this is, we said it. Did we not? Wahaha. AJ. LFC Monster. All the man in the chat. Did we not say that Morton will pop back up once the grass got greener again? We said it, and he's here. We go up to the Jordy Dread. My brother, what you telling me? I found that I only found out about Kanji was loaned out a few hours ago when I decided to take a look at their squad. I had their defense being short-staffed with him in it. So ride with me on this one, boy. 10. We'll hold on to this example, and we will use this whenever the Ethan to Bournemouth thing comes up again. I'm like, nope, do not. Because essentially, I put this into the analogy is that if you know what, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't wanna upset the chat. But big up. There it is. There it is in 4K. The keyword is loading, nothing changed. Boyton just had to leave this space for a little bit. And by the space, I don't mean YouTube. I mean the VVK, the views chat. Because, you know, Boyton's been active. He's been about. Big up to Danny. What you telling me, my guy? 3-1 tonight to the Arsenal. I think it's time to make a statement. Put your nuts on the table, like Kenny Ken says, and see what happens. All right. But that Brighton game, the City didn't get to watch it. I was on the Bruised Banana with Shane. But whoever that damn number 25 is for Brighton needs to be investigated. He is a Pep Guardiola or a Man City fan, because that wasn't a missed shot. That was a save. Go look at the damn highlights of the City game and the Brighton game. I think his name is Diego Gomez or something. That son bitch is a Manchester City fan, a low-key Pep lover or something. He saved the damn goal. That wasn't a miss kick. That was a save. There is no way a footballer gets their feet tangled up. Brother, it was harder to miss. He kicked it back at the goalie. That was a save. That wasn't a missed chance. His ass needs to be investigated. Not Lucas Paqueta. Him. I don't know what that was. But City, talking about Holland missed the sitter. That right there was a sitter on top of a sitter. Big up Mr. Paz. Yeah, he's Paraguayan. Yeah, well, he has something. He has some. Because, brother, man ran onto the line and saved the goal. Big up to Monster in the house, man. Love. Keep y'all, yeah. We have enough players. We are playing our part in the loan department. Kivior, Fabio Vieira, Zinchenko, Ukrainian international, Polish international. You know, Vieira will never sniff Portuguese international team, but you get that was a 35 million pound player. We don't need to loan our star boy out for anyone. Because lo and behold, right there, when the window shuts, and then clumsy captain go fall on his shoulder again. Then we're right back to square one, looking for boy 10, like Leandro Trossard. Yeah, yeah. But for the second week, Arsenal Football Club can be, for the second consecutive week, be the only Big Six team to pick up all three when everyone else is dropping points. Calm, love it, right? Now that puts us in a great position, better than we were a couple of weeks ago. That's what we want. I believe if we're not going to win the next 18 games, people. We will take casualties. We probably will lose 2 more games. And I think I say 2 because that's the maximum amount I think we can lose over these next 18 games. Yeah? And say we lose 2 of those games out of 18, 16. Probably don't win all 16 of those either. Probably a draw or 2 in there. But I think you win 14 or 15 of those games, the Premier League is yours. Arsenal Football Club, you have done well. You have done well on the first half of the season to remain top through November, December. Now we're going to January. Remember, nasty November, remember December. Now we're in January. We don't know what January holds for us across all comps. Man, the same quad. We have, 8 more games this month. One of them being a semifinal next Wednesday against Chelsea, who are on their face right now. Chelsea, who are just absolutely shit in the bed right now. Cucurella getting a red card. He does that shit every game, Even the game against us, the 1-1 win for Chelsea. He does this shit every game. Even the game against Saka. The time he wasn't holding Saka, he gets away from him, puts an assist on Mikel Merino's forehead, scores. He holds people all the time and gets away with it. And I love this reputation that Chelsea are building up for getting red cards and then pretend like they don't know what the fuck's going on. Like Caicedo didn't know that he almost broke man's leg. Like Cucurella acting like he didn't just pull man back. That's why Harry Kane tried to snatch his wig off the other year and only to realize, oh shit, it's not a wig, it's real. But you see how fast football comes at you. I use the numbers to keep my feet on the ground all the time, because football does come at you quickly. If we just go back a couple of weeks, Crystal Palace was a top 4 side. Fast forward, not even a month later, they're 14th, 13 or 14th or thereabouts. It's mad. So if we win tonight and we go 8 points clear, it's a fantastic lead to have. But you have to remember that we do have 51 points to play for, and we are highly competitive in this Champions League. Because obviously we need to win that while this is a squad capable and good enough to do it. If not, now when? If we actually beat Chelsea next Wednesday to go into the EFL Cup second leg semifinal, I expect us to be in the final at Wembley. And that would have been an impressive run in the EFL Cup. You put Port Vale to the side, and the run would have looked something like Brighton, Palace, Chelsea over 2 legs, Manchester City, or the current Carabao Cup champions. That's what it would look like. Obviously, I expect us to beat Portsmouth at the weekend with heavy rotation. But this Premier League, in great positions to win it. Now, it's boring and I hear it, but I always say, hey, match week 30, match week 33, April 18th, I'll know if I'm running to the bandwagon or if I'm running from that motherfucker. Big up to Jordan Jet, man. Some more dappings going around. The grass been green the whole time, BBK. I don't know, man. It didn't seem very green when they were 2 points clear when we couldn't find man. See, I'm not the only one. The whole chat been looking for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn. What's the pause for me? I don't know what I said. Stand by my prediction. I do too, Kwaja. I do. Leo, since the start of last season, we've had 105. And by the end of the season, that's going to be 110. I'm sure of it. Yeah, that dude, man, that was a save, brother. I'm telling you. Don't know how. Mr. Paz, Yasin Ayari, I was trying to give City to win with some of the passes. About 3 times he gave the ball away in scoring positions, including the late one. But yeah, like, but Brighton does this. They always do this. They will give you chances trying to play it from the back. Unai Emery went to Anfield and did the same shit. When Emi Martinez just kicked the ball straight to Mo Salah and shit. They were one of these teams that create chances for the other team, without them being solicited. It wasn't even a high press. There was just shit passes, misplaced passes. Matter of fact, even the penalty, they were trying to play out from the back. The ball found its way to Lewis Dunk. Then they pressed him. He loops a pass. It lands on Doku. Doku gets the run on man. He gets fouled and gets the penalty. So even that chance they created for themselves. That ball, that penalty for Doku, that was a pass directly from Lewis Dunk trying to play out from the back. They do this quite a lot. In the next 18, I have us going 13 wins, 2 draws, 3 draws, 2 losses. So 13 wins. That's what, 39 points plus 3 draws. That's 42 points. That puts us flat at 90. I do think that's enough. I think 90 points win us the league. Between 90 and 93 points. Because right now, Man City's maximum that they can output is 94. With the drop points yesterday, they can get a maximum of 94 points. All right, so they're not going to go on that type of run. I do think 90 wins it, if my math is on. I leave this here. If Arteta fails to win at least a double of some kind this season, he has underperformed. That includes if he wins the league or the UCL alone. I like that. Yeah, see, I can respect that. But here's the thing. This statement right here, Boy 10, would have so much more chest behind it if you were there saying this when we were skidding, when City closed the gap. But it seems as though the chest is only here when we're on the up. Like we never expected, and we will never expect the road to a Champions League or Premier League title to be paved smoothly. Yeah. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. City will dial into the champs. Yeah. Yes. I'm curious to see where Daps and Martin and all the City fans, when they're going to draw the line. Is it when it goes to double digits? If it goes to double digits, do they pull the plug? Because then even they will look and be like, oh, even Arteta can't mess this up. All right, maybe if it was the first season, but surely he has had to learn from one failure to another, from a third and to a fourth one? No. But we fully deserve to be where we are. We fully deserve to be top of the Premier League. And it rattles a lot of people that we are fully deserved. We're not there just because the rest of the league's been shit. We've kind of been the most consistent. Yep. The FA Cup and the second of champions again. Semi-final again. Oh, yeah. All sack. I'm not talking about the quad for effect. All the ingredients are present, and it's up to the chef and his crack of team sous chefs to deliver. The fact that this has never been done before, and you're asking a team who hysterically hasn't won, it's to go from nothing to all of. I'm gonna leave that there as well. It also doesn't help Arteta and friends that a competent operator like Berta is coming in. I hear it. If it's a cup double, I can realistically say sack him too. I would be disappointed all the same. Not for me. Cup double, I'm calm. I'm happy as a pig in shit. I can see Arteta snafu things up tonight. Just a weird feeling. Yeah, never. Second unit, I'm expecting a comfortable scoreline. And that's with the Arteta tax applied. Yeah, we would have to do the Paraguay guy. What's his name? Yeah, the guy that missed the damn ball for the City goal. We would have to literally throw the game like he did. Well, the best teams that's been put together in this country never met. It's from It's better. It's a long shot. I'm here for it though, but I'm gonna let Boyton put the energy in the air. I'm not. Yeah, sack him on the spot. My current Arsenal team has spirit, more spirit other than football teams I've seen. Some of it shouldn't even work, like Marino up front, but collective, make it work. Make it work tonight. I agree. Do you think we? I do. I still think we need cover for Declan. I don't think. Injury to Declan in week. It's long. If you could only choose one this season, fucking hell, 10. Ooh, I hate this question, but I love this question. If I could only choose one this season, I am choosing the Champions League. I'm sorry. I get it. I know. Oh, it's the bread and butter and this, but I'm an old man, and there's gray in this beard if I grow it out. And I would have to. I've seen my team win the Premier League as an adult. I wasn't a child. I wasn't 8. I was a grown man with a rock and a rifle. Yeah, Mayor 04. And yeah, I don't want to be the guy on a cane, can't move on my deathbed, and my team still haven't won the Champions League. So if I had to choose, yeah. Lynn says the Premier League, I fully understand. Yeah, these teams, the 02 team, the 04 team, we had world-class players that littered all over them teams. That was a very weekend washy answer. Brian, relegation to world champs. Use rate, big up. I pray we beat Arsenal over the 2 legs. So the first leg will be crucial. I think we win the first leg. You're not coming to the Emirates and winning. Yeah? But if we draw the first leg, I still think advantage us. But if you do a Newcastle and punch us up in the first leg, I think you will see it out. Big up. We don't need players this month. They're all players I want, but aren't needed. Sales have to happen. But if we want players, there are a few players I want sold, but the market has to bite. In the event that big up to Claire. In the event that that Bertha sees sensible business that can be done, I trust that he can do it. I trust that he will. Big up to the Claire Bear. Love Claire. Make sure you message me, Make sure, remember that thing we talked about. Make sure you message me. Gifted 5 membership. Love Claire. But yeah, thoughts and prayers. You already know. You know the thing, though. I'll big you up. Ross. Curious to hear BBK's lineup. So it's Raya, it's Timber, and them two. That's how we refer to our center back partnership. Them two. No questions asked. And that left back is probably going to be Hincapié. Now, there's a pin to be stuck at left back because if Onslaught decides that he's going to press us up the pitch, then Skelly actually suits best because he's better on the ball than Calafiori and Hincapié at left back. And he can be press resistant. He can ride challenges and he can go forward. Pause, right? But I think it will be Hincapié. I think that's the back 5. Midfield, we know that it's going to be Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard. That's it. Gyökeres, Saka, Trossard. Now, left wing, left back, there seems to be some correlation there where he always starts Trossard if he has Calafiori there. If he starts Hincapié, he usually starts Martinelli for his defensive work because of Skelly's lack of defensive whatever, and plus he just likes to bomb forward a lot. But I do think it will start. Martinelli, for some reason, always plays well against Liverpool. He does. Jesus, for instance, I don't think he's getting sold. I don't want him sold. But if we can get good money for him, but we need him for the run out of Portsmouth. And the second round, we get Coventry and shit. He play those. But, we need him in the squad. Lay out to Chelsea, possibly. Chelsea, just throw some names out there in Chelsea. But there is no way Leao is going to Chelsea for small money. when Chelsea are trying to stick to this wage structure thing that they got going on. If Chelsea is serious about their wage structure thing, Leao doesn't go there. And that's where I think that was part of the frustration with Enzo. Because at some point, you can sign kids all you want. You can go find 18-year-olds and 15-year-olds from South America. And Cole Palmer, who's trying to compete for a spot in the City team, was just too good at the time for him to break through. You can sign kids all you want to. But the big experienced players that you're going to need to win, other than the Conference League, other than the Club World Club, are going to cost money. Like a Rodrigo, for example. If you want these guys on your roster, you're going to have to break your not over 180K. That man ain't leaving Real Madrid on 250 to come to the Premier. No. You're going to have to pay. So I'm sure Leao is in the prime of his career. Would we not say? How old is Leao? 23, 24? In the prime of his career, top left winger in the world. You know, he's not going to go to Chelsea for peanuts. Big up to E. Ross, man. It's like a guy who could barely boil an egg suddenly made it. From amateur chef to sous chef. But a dead clock is right twice a day, ain't it? It can't happen. But it's a reach. Please the fifth on Yuck. You know, fair play. Yuck hasn't changed anybody's mind with his performances. Big up to Claire, man. Isn't Marino cover for Rice? 35 million now. Marino is the anti-Rice. Rice can cover grass. Rice is an engine. Like Marino is, he's like I said, like watching Marino run is like watching ketchup in a bottle. You know, like old people fuck. Slow. It's too slow. You know, Declan Rice does so much that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Even the goal that we conceded against Bournemouth, against Southampton, Sunderland. Marino is actually trying to close down the Sunderland player. But watch him run trying to get there. He couldn't get there. He's too slow. And that was in the 90 plus something minute, right? You can't be slow and tired. He's slow when he's not tired in the first minute of the game. So in the 90 plus 6 minute, slow and tired. There's no close down there. He's not covered for Rice. Not even close. He's an emergency striker. That's where he made his money. Yeah, those Heinz bottles, bro. They're damn near pasted in there. Watch, turn it upside down. Ketchup in a bottle watching that boy run. Big up to the clear. Didn't Pep win the league with Foden in the 9? That Marino thing don't hold any water for me. He wanted shuffling all kinds of people in the 9. I see KDB play the 9 sometimes. He played everybody but Jesus there that year Aguero was about to leave. He played Zinchenko there one time and made Gabby Jesus cry. You know? We're linked to Livramento, so clearly that proves Bertha think White is done. Yeah, I think White is done at Arsenal. I don't know if he's done as a player. Like he will go somewhere and properly recover. And then when he comes in, not fully fit, what manager would rather play him at center back rather than on the wing where he's up and down and up and down. Yeah, man, you gotta let us know, Claire. You have to let us know. Still not seeing what Arsenal got that other teams didn't have. That means it's quad time this year. Quad talk should only be limited to the team that's holding the trophy on March 22nd. Only then should the quad talk begin. Yeah, so Boy 10, I hear it, but on the 22nd of March, save the quad talk for then. Because then there's a legit chance because you have 104, right? But we see Liverpool 104, 204, quad was on, off the rails. Yep, please do, Claire. Please do. Everyone's on the social. You know them something there. Big up, man. Big up, big up. Yes, that's the message right there. Big up, Ryan. More dappings for Claire, more hearts for Claire. Love it. Love it. Let's say some good football today. A final in France, semis in Spain, Madrid derby, Milan play, Arsenal Football Club, Liverpool Football Club. I'm here for it. More Arsenal say, smash the likes, smash the fucking likes, guys. I don't think we have money to buy players without someone getting sold. It can be done. One of the players on loan getting sold, Fabio or something. This squad, as it stands, good enough to win the quad. So we're good. Your move, Mikhail. Your move, sir. Max BBK took the words right out of my mouth with that midfield. That's it. That's the only way Eze touched pitch today is if the game is out of sight on either side. If it's a close game, Odegaard is playing the full 90. So this would be five games in a row where Eze is an unused sub. 100% footy corner. We are not about to weaken our squad to please anybody. Like Carefree Lewis would say, this Chelsea team is good enough to compete with anybody. Shouldn't be loaning out anybody. Make our squad weaker. The hell with that. Bring him on. Shamelessly goes around when things are looking good. Don't go hide it when he bottles it. That's the VFS. Boy, Ted, I told you, the chat's been looking for you. You said you I'll beat you up and show it back up. If we do any business, it's probably going to be in the summer. FFP should be tight because of what we did this year. So what we need is to win the league and have a rush of investment, a rush of merch. We're Premier League champs, right? So we can charge Emirates Airlines some more money in the next shirt sponsor deal, and Adidas, and the new naming rights to the stadium. Because it's 20 years now, We're in 2026. So it's the 20th year of the Emirates. And I'm actually embarrassed to say that we've never won the league in our stadium. The Emirates, the mighty Emirates, have seen nothing but FA Cups. It's long. Yes, Claire, you are good around these parts. It's been a midweek of unexpected results. Here's hoping the trends carries on tonight. Nah. Arsenal Football Club, don't you dare. Don't you dare, right? The Premier League did all the good stuff. All eyes on you tonight, Tupac settings. You must. And I don't want to hear shit about, we didn't look. No, we have to win this game. We have to win this game to make the results of yesterday mean something. We must. Rodrigo's going to cost about 75 this month. Sell Gabriel Martinelli this month for 35, and then pay the other 40. We could have gotten damn near 60-something for Gabriel Martinelli in the summer. Arteta is not going to sell. He's the best defensive winger in the world. When did things stop looking good? Now, this is where you're being disingenuous, boy 10. It wasn't looking good when we were 2 points behind. And in the games where Man City played before us, they for a limited period of time, they were ahead of us. Don't be disingenuous and acting like the gap didn't close. Disappeared for a second. I said months ago that we can lose a game here or there. We're still on for the quad. So here's the thing. When we lost the game at Villa, the talking point that Mikel led in his press conference were unbeaten in 18 games. When we had only played 15 Premier League games, right? And in a magical 18-game run, we saw Manchester City get closer to us than they were 18 games ago. There was a cloud of doubt there. And this is the part where I will call you out for being disingenuous to a point. What about Eze? Speak on them. Old ones, brother. That's what it looks like watching Mikel run. VFS, there was only 2 points behind. Was losing to Villa, beating Wolves with own goals. Things weren't looking good until City started to drop points. Let's not pretend we've been performing well. And that's what I'm saying. We keep the conversation honest here, or let's not have it at all. Yeah. The ketchup doesn't move. Have to pour some water in that motherfucker. Shake it up. Big up, man. How long are you like? Probably not very much longer, my G, because I do have a plane to catch today. I will be in Atlanta later, so I might not even be able to catch the game. Hopefully, I get there in time. People are asking me what happens if we lose X game or Y game. We already lost to Liverpool, and the season kicked off irrespective of it. This isn't the same odd collection of soft edges, aka Kivy. Now you have been consistent with the Skivior thing. To be fair, Brian said there was a rumor that about Vinny Jr. coming to Chelsea. Oh yeah, that's got to be rubbish because he's gonna want what? Vinny's gonna want at least 350, right? I think he's on. I don't know what he's on at Real Madrid right now, but it's something nice. Because he sees himself as a Ballon d'Or candidate, doesn't he? Best of wishes to our beloved Claire. As he's decent, it's unfortunate for him that he can't force his way into the team at the present. I don't think he needs to. He should be an unused sub for 4 games. Like, I know Odegaard has played well over 2 games, but let's not pretend like he didn't give us some shit performances. He was on the pitch when we conceded to Villa. And I knew once we conceded, Eze would have came off. Why? When we need to get back into the game, you're taking off attackers. What are we doing? Thought he would have been a spot at left wing, but Trossard is in the form of his life. I don't believe that Eze is a left winger. I don't. Left 10, creative 10. And the facts of the situation is we still went on the best run of form. It allows you to talk about the quad while he was in the team and while Odegaard was out. These are the facts of the situation. If you lose tonight, do you still look like champions in waiting if this trash Liverpool team does the double over you? Right the wrong, right? Because we've seen this bunch. Right the wrong of Bournemouth, who did the double over us last year. I think they were the only team to do the double over us last year. But yeah, this is one of them where I think if Arsenal Football Club, if the players play the game, not the occasion, will win the game. Because I think we're better than Liverpool, player for player, or as a team. We cannot let Liverpool Football Club turn up to the Emirates without Salah, without Isak, without Ekatike, and beat us. Can't. Right? They did their job at Anfield. Now it's time for us to do ours. Trung Yen say having a squad means certain fan favorites won't play as often as they want. That's the reality, whether on form or circumstance. That's true. But the manager who gets their rotation plans best, more often than not, will win the league because you have players match fit and you have players match sharp. The reason why a lot of our players aren't getting any minutes is because we're not killing off games. And the games are close in the 80th minute. So the men have to stay on the pitch for an extended period of time. And by them, man, I'm usually talking about Declan Rice, Timber, and then the guys who do the most running in the team, Saka. Nobody should even consider quite until they're holding at least one trophy. March 22nd. That's why I said that's the day the final will be played for the Carabao. So until that day, no team. And by the process of elimination, the teams that are still in it, Chelsea are nowhere near the Prem, so they couldn't say quite even if they won it, because they can't win the Prem. They're 17 points adrift from the top of the league and from the relegation fodder. Chelsea, Liverpool aren't winning the Prem, so they can't say quad after they win. City can say it because they still have a shot for the Prem. We can't, but it has to be said when they lift the trophy. Other than that, just allow it. If we had beat Liverpool, City, Sunderland, Chelsea, it would have already been done. A lot of ifs did. I didn't expect us to, even though I predicted us to win all these games on the run of play and form at the time. I mean, we weren't going to go through the Premier League and be invincible. Like, I still don't think we win the rest of our games. We're due for two losses over the course of 18. But even with that, still think we have enough to do it. Big up to Godfrey. That is the legend. Big him up. Keep Wanieri. He's tracking to make the same number of appearances of an 18-year-old Foden. Yeah, so Ethan has to play against Portsmouth. These last 2 Champions League games, he should play. Inter away, yes. San Siro. I still play him. On intents and purposes, we've qualified. Man City are still winning the league, says Joseph. We play the best football. I know we've been trashing this season, but still make me defensive when you listen. A top 4 fight of Man United and Liverpool. You know, it's a lot of great storylines there. You know, and the thing is, wahaha, we're friends now, bro. We're there because we have Manchester City coming off draw in their next Premier League game. Old Trafford. What you saying? What you got for us? Well, Heezy, what's up, my G? Spud me. You got it, right? You got it for us. You have Haaland. We have Haaland. You don't. We are winning the league. You had Haaland yesterday, Joe. Haaland scares the shit out of me. BX, big up to the BX gunner. Yeah, that's a hell of a trump card you got, but you know, luckily it's a team game for us. Right now, we're in a good position to win it. But I mean, your manager, your club has empowered you over the past what 15 years to be able to say stuff like this, and we can't really, you know, say shit. We just got to hold it. 6 Premier Leagues in 8 years. It's mad. There will be bonuses for sure. 100, my bro. 3 draws back to back for City isn't. It's looking tight over there. Back to back draws heading to Old Trafford, and I'm hoping Wahaha got one for us, bro. Like we are mates. We're good, and we need you to rise. You cannot let Man City come to OT and turn you over. Ollie will be at the wheel by then, no? And Ollie typically does well in Manchester derbies. Does he not? Just win the game. Everyone can agree that we just want to win. Joseph telling us the players as if we don't know. Haaland, Foden, Semenyo. We have Trossard. Hey. Keeping the receipts, Joseph. I'm holding on to the receipts, yeah? Big some dappings going on. If you think Trossard and Gyökeres are winning the league over Foden and Semenyo, and then he left. So, Joseph, if you have Haaland, you have Pep, you have Rodri, and you have all those players, and you don't win it, make sure you come back here. We want to hear from you in May. Don't throw a stone and hide your hand. Don't become a Chelsea fan. Because this is what the Chelsea fans have been doing over here. They come over here from time to time, throw a rock, and hide. So you're throwing stones right now, Joe. So make sure you don't hide your hand. Make sure you come back over here. That's what I'm saying. Don't let us win the league with Gyökeres and Trossard and Martinelli, and you not win it with Rodri, Haaland, Foden, Shirky, Marmoush, Reinders, and all them something there. Bachelor's kids sucked last year. We only beat Madrid and the EPL champions with it. Do City have the same curse with that striped kit? Don't know. Do we know that Eze isn't a left winger because of Zimmerman, the Odegaard being Arteta's favorite? He can't get a fair chance despite the North London Hattie. Hey, if Matisse can convince Vinny Jr. to champ for Chelsea, he's a straight gangster. Nah, bro. Nah. Like Mateo Kovacic ended up at Chelsea on the Romans Chelsea. People would leave Real Madrid to go to Romans Chelsea. Not this Clear Lake stuff. It's the other way around. Because if men like Cole Palmer don't start competing for the major honors, you can see them men wanting to go from Chelsea to Real Madrid like a Hazard. You know, because Chelsea fans will tell you that Eden Hazard is better than Mo Salah and is better. He was their best player. He's their best attacking player in their era, and even he left them for Real Madrid. You know, Hazard was levels above Cole Palmer. He left them for Madrid, so you know we can see the same thing. Big up to the doctor. If we win tonight and don't win the league, don't want to ever hear Arteta's name in the same sentence as Arsenal. We should be doing a Trev, but Arteta variable weighs heavy. Big up BBK in the chat, heavy. The Arteta variable, the Arteta tariff, the Arteta tax, service charge, whatever you call it. Come on, bro. They don't have Salah Ekitike. What are we talking about? 3-0. These, man. I think we win the game. I think we win the game, Borton. I got us 3-2, 3-1. I think a 3-2, but I think we win the game. I think we put 3 past Liverpool. 100. Let's just draw. Let's just get a draw tonight to put a small spanner in the works, and I'm happy. A draw, and I'll be disappointed. Now Turkish the top goon on the top goon train after a recent dopamine hit. Looks like one of your number one of the last standing on the platform. What did Turkish say? I haven't heard what Turkish say, but he's when you have 100 and something thousand followers and all that something there. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Turkish is around enough top gooners that this shit might rub off on him. Yeah. Where we at? Kind of lost track of the chat. My apologies, folks. I got thrown off. But the Turkish is the top gooner thing. Where we at? Fan Disney twerking every weekend. Let me see Yuckerus slap one in the top bins while he's twerking. I'm here for that. Been going through some shit. Big up, man. Hey, Doc, you got my number. You reach out if you need to, my G. Big up to James Bond. Manners and respect, my G. Blessings. There was a time where Arsenal played the best football of all time and didn't win the league. It never mattered what football looked like. We hope get Carrick in for an Arsenal game so he can slap up Arteta again. Now, what I need you to do is slap up City next week. That's what I need you to do. Don't slap us up. Slap up your noisy neighbor who's trying to paint your city blue. That's what we need you to do. The fuck, man. AJ, if City win against United, Arsenal walk the league. I can't make that same stupid comment. Nah, man. Hand on heart, I don't think you beat Man United. That could be 4 draws on the bounce. And I do think we beat Forest, but the onus is on tonight. City not getting any nookie. They can't take draws off. They just get, them chicks that hug you and put their ass way out. You ain't getting it. One of them friend zone hugs. Hey. Yeah. Hey. All right. Bring your ass back. Oh, this is the Chelsea fan. Now there's Chelsea Dan, there's CFC Reaper, there's the Master Blue. Before we played Chelsea in November, that man were over here. Keep Yasser TV, the text man, him too, just out, throwing it, giving it. 17 points adrift in a month and a half, and I can't hear anything. But big you up though, Brian. I'm not sure what you make of your game yesterday. I think Cucurella had a mad one. He does that quite a lot and gets away with it. But yesterday, it finally caught up to him. Brother, the only competition strong enough to beat this Arsenal team to the title is Arteta. Bosh. Statement not stupid if we lost tonight. City lock in and go on a run and win it. They're going to need a massive run. Sheldon said we lose tonight. Rah. Turkish I can see him doing it because he doesn't care, innit? He doesn't care if he gets clipped up, this and that. But if he really believes it, he will say it. Brian said he's numb to the results. I get it. I get it. But I know what your expectations were going into the season. I fully expected Chelsea to be closer to us. I didn't expect Chelsea to be 17 points off us. I didn't expect Chelsea to win less games than Everton at this point in the season. But yeah, I can see Turkish doing that. Turkish, DJV, Kenny, the quad train is waiting. Well, Turkish might get on. DJ, never. Yeah, Ross, that friend zone hug, man. When she hug you and pat you on the back and she poke it. When chicks like you, they hug you differently. And you know this because you're E-Ross. When you make eye contact with a chick, they count that as a first date. So we know that you know the business. Big up to DG too. Big up to Binks. Love, been listening in the background and doing stuff. Big up. Hardly working or working hard, Binks. It's not in our DNA to get into advantageous position. Maybe if City were ahead of us, we'd win tonight. It's like we're allergic to silverware. But this is what we're saying, right? Pick up the home slice. This is what we're saying. There were patches of games this season when we were saying, if Arsenal get through this patch of games, it will show me that we're a different Arsenal. I think the Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Tottenham one was one of those clusters. And the fact that we drew with a 10-man Chelsea kind of took the sting off it a little bit, because we did well against Tottenham and we did well against Bayern Munich. We blitzed both of them. And should we had won against Chelsea, I think the narrative would have changed a little, but it didn't. Please drag others down with you. Or is like, hey man, get out the bushes. They caught us now. It's telling. Nah, drag City down. They are the next. When you come to the Emirates, whenever it is, we will have that discussion. But right now, you have the noisy neighbors coming to Old Trafford. Need you to punch them up. I know you do. I know the match-going Man United fans, and you yourself don't hate Arsenal that much that you're gonna let City come to your ground and turn you over. You know, never. With all caps, never get DJ on that. 35 likes, 41 in the building. Big up, people. I'm appreciating this love, you know. Numbers have been fantastic today, you know, and I wish I could stay on here for 2-3 hours, but I do have a plane to catch. We need them 3 points today. Need them. 100% need them. We need to win today, Mateo. If we are serious about winning the league, we need to win today. And a win today would have made yesterday's result matter. That Odegaard's thinker and hook performance will feed families for generations. Friend zone hug, man. Big up the home slice. Turkish not on that quad train, but it's definitely on the Arsenal won the league train now. Yeah, I think let City go to Old Trafford and get turned over. And then you're gonna see NordVPN gonna get some of the wickedest promo. They might not even have to pay Turkish. Turkish is so used to throw the VPN thing in his plug in his monologues. Sometimes you don't even notice it. He is so good at that. That pat on the back, I never had that. That guy, yeah, you're E-Ross, bro. Yeah, E-Ross. There used to be a meme that used to go around that said, bro, if she hugs you like this, she's not into you. I wanted a title push, nothing else. Anything else is not acceptable. See, and that's man with the standards, you know? Because I really think Roman raised the standards so high, and Clear Lake are doing their best to ruin the standards that Roman left at that club. You know? I wasn't expecting Liverpool to do better. Crazy they have so much firepower and just can't outscore the league consistently. Big up the Jenna. Man, like Darren, I took your advice. There's no point in giving her attention, man. Giving her the energy and attention at the end of the day. There's another guy's embracing completely ignore from now on. Stay strong, my guy. But temptation coming, but stay strong. I'm on leave actually, partnering around, tidy and doing stuff. Okay, yeah, big up things. Big up things. Make sure you are in full-blown relax mode when the game comes on. Because this could be a high-stress game for us. Yeah. A matter of fraudulence. If Arsenal wins the league, we become frauds that haven't won it forever. And he hates Arteta more than City. Hate is a strong term. Yeah. That's a strong term, man. I wouldn't bank on United doing anything at City. This is one of those mid-table teams that would get a result against them. Manchester Derby, man, they know. And maybe he was at the Etihad, you know. But this Liverpool, this United team went to Anfield and won, you know. Yeah. Getting void PPN shares if City lose to United. Yeah. Rather, Turkish will be out. And that will be like a pre-recorded video to get like a million views. Because people will be waiting for that. You know? United are finished. But we need them to be useful next week. As finished as they are, we need them to be useful. We need them to be that dead clock, Eros, and be right on that day. Maybe it's because it's one of them ones where he's ascended. He ascended to prominence without earning it. You know. I don't get some parts of the fan base that crumbles when something goes slightly wrong, but expect perfection and didn't. Emotions are part of football. The crumbles when something, I don't know about crumble, but call it out when you see that something is going wrong. But there is a bigger part of the fan base, strung in, that overcope and pretend like something isn't wrong at the club when you demand winning after 5 years of not winning, going on 6. You know, Luke Starkiller, big up, Tyron. Did you ever see Sean Kemp and Gary Payton play in Seattle? No, because I didn't live in Seattle then. In the mid to late 90s, I was in New York. I live in Seattle now because of work. But yeah, then I lived in the East Coast then. But I see Sean Kemp all the time out there. He still lives there, has a key to the city. You know, he just had a court case actually. You guys are wild. You would have liked me coming here when the defensive injury crisis was on, and we just worked through it. Now we just like you here because we see you elsewhere. It's a weird look. It looked weird when you come here and give it, but when it goes bad, we swear we share the same space. We're football connoisseurs. So I'm in that guy's chat. I'm in that guy's chat. We see you in the spaces. We know you didn't quit YouTube because you do content and you love football. But when the gap is 6 points, 5.6 points, and when it's doing good, it's quite. It was 2 points in closing. It was, where's Boy 10? Anyone seen him? Who do you start up front? I'm going Saka, Trossard, Gyökeres tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if he started Marino up front though, to win some aerial duels. Big up the man like SB. SB, shout me, bro. I got something for you. Put the champagne on ice, he said. Big up my boy. Big up the catch, man. Love. Brooklyn, New York. St. Mark's between Nostrand and New York Avenue and Nostrand. St. Mark's in the middle. Betsy Ross building. Yep. I got family in Far Rock as well, out there by JFK and Astoria, and I got family in Flushing. New York all over, man. That's like anyone at the moment when they came to the locker room with a light bulb, tried to talk shit. Stay connected, guys. Is it a duck or a rabbit? Best, yeah. He was the best dunker I saw until Vince Carter came on the scene. You know, Sean Kemp was the best in-game dunker. He was crazy with it, man. Okay, so the Knicks, yeah. The Knicks ain't want to. I'm a Knicks fan. Sometimes I stream in my Knicks gear. I just went to the Knicks Sixers game on Saturday with my dad, and we lost that. Big up to the Knicks. Won last night, against the Clippers. Yeah, 23. That's why he still does appearances and stuff and go to local clubs and charges appearance fees and shit like that. But big up, man. Big up. Brooklyn. Yeah, man. Bucktown. So we call it. Big up to Curtis Painter. Said my Knicks won big last night. Yeah, and I went to the Sixers game because for some I knew Embiid was gonna play. Man, be load managing. He was gonna play at the Garden. Paul George looks a little chubby, but he was out there knocking down threes. That edge come guy. Yeah, man. That's a lot of money to pay to watch my Knicks lose, but one of them ones. Domestics tonight, definitely. Nah, I won't be there, man. I already told Catch. I'm traveling to Atlanta. I'm about to end the stream now. I'm heading to Atlanta. This is my last. I might get a show in from Atlanta when I get there and see how the Wi-Fi is. But yeah, I'm heading to Atlanta here in about as soon as I end the stream. So I might not be able to catch the game, so I didn't want to commit to the show, my boy. Yeah. So, and I can't come on and give analysis when I'm not even sure I'll be able to catch the game. On the shelf, Ross that way. Jordan Wilkins, Kemp, best career in-game dunkers. Spreewell. Remember Jason Richardson from the Golden State Warriors? He was cold, but I put Vince Carter on there. I put Vince on there as well. Big up, Ramba, Kanamba. Big up, yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up to listen, people. It's love. This conversation has been fantastic. 41 of y'all don't even get these numbers on a daily, but big up to 41 of you. But people, I do have to love you and leave you. I have to get on the road. Atlanta, ATL, Shawty, Peachtree. Tap in. We are there. But big up yourselves, people. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are.
The whole world I wait for this. I make the beat drop off. Wake 'em up.